Good morning. This is Mike Houston with your Thursday morning hazard briefing for southeast Idaho. Looking at satellite imagery this morning, we have a low pressure system positioned off the northwest coast with disturbances embedded in the flow rotating up through southeast Idaho with plenty of moisture embedded in that flow. Regional radar loop this morning was showing areas of rain and snow lifting up through the region. We will continue to see that through the day and night tonight. Looking at our road conditions as of 3 a.m. this morning, weren't too bad, just a couple spots with areas of difficulties. Other than that, the roads looked fairly nice. Advancing to our forecast charts for today, we have that low pressure system still remaining here in the northwest with moisture still streaming in across the region. Looks like most of the snowfall here, this graphic depicting in blues, will be confined to the mountainous areas where temperatures will remain cold enough to support snow, while the valley locations pick up little, if any, accumulations. Daytime highs today expected to run in the 40s throughout the Snake River Plain and 30s in the central and mountains and eastern highlands. Our snow totals for just the day today, looking at upwards of 2 to 4 inches here in the central mountains. There might be some pockets of 6-inch amounts here along the Sawtooth Range and along the Wyoming border. But other than that, we are looking at accumulations at least through the day today in the 2 to 4 inch range mostly. You can see the valley locations picking up little or nothing here because the temperatures are too warm. Advancing through the night, we see that low pressure system still over the northwest, moisture still rotating up through the region, and light snow accumulations at least through the nighttime hours depicted by the model, with upwards of 2 inches here along the Wyoming border and less than an inch here through the central mountains. You do see some snow here in the valleys. It's because temperatures will be cold enough overnight tonight to support snow in just about everywhere. Advancing to the day on Friday, that low pressure system now beginning to edge east as a cold front works its way through southeast Idaho, helping to focus some stronger precipitation across the southwest highlands. Here we are looking at a model depiction of easily 4 inches through the day on Friday. Along with that cold front will come colder temperatures. These are the highs expected for Friday, with readings generally in the mid-30s, and those will probably happen early in the day, with colder temperatures filtering into the area through the afternoon. Snowfall through the day on Friday, certainly looking at a broad area of 3 to 6 inches here across the southeast and eastern highlands, with pockets of possibly 6 to 8 inches at higher elevations. We are also expecting some fairly decent wind gusts along with that cold front. Here we are looking at gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour down in the eastern Magic Valley and 20 to 30 here across the Arco Desert. So enough to push snow, any loose snow that we have around. So a combination of that wind and the snowfall that we're expecting has prompted the issuance of a winter weather advisory, primarily for the eastern and southeast highlands here for Friday through Friday night. Advancing on our forecast graphics to Friday night, we see that low pressure system still making its way through the region. We have some energy diving south along the California coast, and the models are depicting upwards of 1 to 3 inches here across the northeast highlands, mainly in the Island Park to Palisades region in this particular model. I'm going to show you another model here in a minute that has another depiction of reality. Snowfall totals that we're forecasting right now, at least for Friday night, look to be anywhere in the range from 3 to 4 inches here from Island Park down through Palisades, lesser amounts across the southeast highlands and locations south of Idaho Falls, Blackfoot, Pocatello area, for instance, should see lighter amounts, at least as what we're forecasting now. I do want to point out, though, that we have had some indications on some of our secondary models that we could see a snake plane convergence event. So here I am showing one of those other models here as of Saturday morning for a 12-hour period. We have a convergence event working down the Snake River Plain, and with the potential of 2 to 4 inches of snow, basically from Fort Hall northward through Rexburg. So it's something we'll have to keep an eye on, and maybe want to expand our advisory area here to include either the upper or lower Snake River Plain as well. Advancing to Saturday, that disturbance that was off the California coast continues to dig south. The trough over the Intermountain West begins to weaken. We still see some light snow through the day on Saturday, around an inch or so in some of the mountainous areas. But by the time we get to Sunday, that disturbance digging well into the Southern California coastal waters, we should be drying out across Idaho for a period of dry conditions until we get to Tuesday, which is when our next storm system begin to make its way into the coast, with the leading edge of precipitation beginning to spread into the central mountains by Tuesday afternoon. So that's all I had for you this morning. If you had any additional questions or comments, please give us a call here at the number on the screen. And please do continue to monitor our forecasts over the next 48 hours, as we do have some conditions that may warrant some short notice changes. Thank you.